Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review for you guys. And today we have something very special. I have had some limited editions in the past. I have had some exclusives in the past, but it won't get more exclusive than this. And I don't mean my Uncle Rudy brewed his own beer because I could review my own dad's beer, but yeah, that no one is waiting for that. But what I do have today is this little can here. This is the 100 years anniversary strong blonde, strong golden blonde by Boortmalt. And Boortmalt might ring a bell for the diehard beer fans and fanatics, because Boortmalt is one of the biggest maltings in the world. I think they are the second or third largest malting in the world. And they are located right here in Belgium, I think originally from Boortmalt, but today they have a very large site in Antwerp, about 5 minutes from where I live. So I got the chance, I was lucky enough to visit them last month. I got a grand tour in their test facility, in their test brewery and their lab facility. So not the malting itself, but just the brewery, the lab, their research and development center basically. And of course we ended in their bar, and since they have their own test brewery, they have test brews, test beers, and for their 100th anniversary in 2024 they brewed this beer, and I thought it was sold out, but the representative was kind enough to present one to us. Now you have some other freebies and handouts like Belgo malt stickers and local farming stickers, and which are not subsidiaries but brands that they manage. They are very innovative when it comes to malt. I also live very close to another malting Dingemans here in Stabroek, which is more classic but also rather innovative. But Boortmalt is very modern and innovative in this world, and we sure as hell haven't seen the last of them. Now, this beer in particular, like I said, is their anniversary beer, and they brewed it with, of course, several of their specialty malts. Now, let me read this can for you guys. By the way, I love this design. It's very Mayan inspired. For our 100-year anniversary, we wanted you to taste the essence of our commitment to being the masters of innovation in our strong golden blonde, a fruity and crisp drinkable ale featuring a unique malted cereal, Tritordium, a natural hybrid of wheat and barley. Sounds promising. As bold as our 100-year journey, our strong golden blonde is an harmonious fusion of Belgian tradition and Boortmalt innovation, with every drop a reflection of our commitment to being industry pioneers prepared to go where no maltster has gone before. So brewed with Boortmalt Cadiz, the sweet malted Tritordium from the Atlantis series. And when I look at the ingredients here, I see water, malted barley, malted Tritordium, so that wheat and barley hybrid, hops and yeast. Now I am slightly disappointed that they don't specify the hops, but I do understand that that is not their core business and not their area of focus. So, but I'm very curious because I haven't had this one yet. It also says unfiltered and unpasteurized, so very classic Belgian. And I believe it's a 7%, it's a 7.2%. Okay, so right on the verge of that strong blonde style. Ooh, this is very gold, leaning towards orange actually. Now tell me that swirl is not beautiful. And I say this without prejudice. I do know some people at Boortmalt, but not in a way that I would be biased. so I'm gonna taste this very objectively. But my God, how beautiful is this color. This is leaning towards copper gold, but I would say this is a very, very intense gold color, gold blonde. And since this is a well, I'd say a Mayan inspired design with a bit of fantasy, because I don't think that is what they intended to do, but it does lean into that prerogative. Beautiful swirl in the glass, slightly hazy, some nice off-white beigeish foam, but nice thick foam, nice and creamy. I do see some bubbles rising here from the center, some large bubbles, but tiny bubbles on the side ever so slowly. So I think this is extremely balanced. And I must say that the head of their lab that we talked with, this man has over 40 years experience. Wow. So beautiful beer. Oh, this is way fruitier than I expected. I'm getting some banana hints in there. Quite yeasty, very rich. A bit of carbon dioxide in there. Slightly herbal, very malty, but yeah, what would you expect from a malting? Very promising. Cheers, let's have a taste. Yeah, the nose was very promising and the taste actually delivers. This is a very classic Belgian style. Well, they call it a strong blonde ale. But if I would be blind tasting this, I would immediately say Belgian style triple. And I think many a beer drinker and mainly Americans would agree with me. This is slightly on the sweeter side, or actually rather sweet. It is strong and it is blonde. It's 7.2%, and it is very blonde. But I would not hesitate to call this a very classic Belgian triple, and right up there with the classics. I say it's relatively sweet, but it is also very, very malty. And it has a beautiful aftertaste right off the bat. It tastes like a lot of wheat. Ever so slight acidity on the back of the tongue, on the back of the throat, and it is quite boozy for the 7.2% ABV. I would easily given this a 8.5, for example. It is not very heavily carbonated, but nonetheless that alcohol really shines through, which is unique in itself. But this is very nicely brewed. Yeah, I think they really hit a bullseye with that malt. And if this is the Tritorium speaking, by all means get me a bag. Yeah, a very lovely, long-lasting, lingering after flavor. Just like in the nose, the taste is very rich. Also the mouthfeel, rich, creamy. It's sweet but not at all sugary, just the way that we like it. So I am inclined to give this a rather high score. I would easily give this a 3.75, leaning towards 4, and I'm very eager to try out more beers by Boortmalt, but I will have to talk to some people that work there because only employees can buy their beers, unfortunately. Yeah, very, very well brewed. But of course, with 100 years of know-how and experience, what else would we expect? So, yeah, very nice. That all being said, thank you guys so much for watching again. Thanks for sticking with me. If you want to support this channel, share a video, leave a comment down below, hit the thumbs up, maybe visit the Patreon. And if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something. And I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.